Hello everyone, in today's video we're going to be talking about how to grow your team. So yes, in today's video it's going to be about how to grow your team, but we're going to start looking at identifying when is the right time to start recruiting, bringing new people into your team, how to do that effectively, and then also as new people do join the team, how do you make sure it doesn't rock your business too much and it's a smooth, effective process for your business. So first up is how do you identify when you need to grow your team? Especially as a small business owner, it's really simple to think, I know what I'm doing here, I can do all this, I can do that job, especially if you've grown the business from the start and it's quite easy to get to that point where you stretch yourself so much. And I think for me, I've always noticed that it's when the quality starts dropping or when I start missing or slipping up on things, that's when I realise I need to get an admin person in or I need to bring a new manager in. And it's all these different things that you need to think about what's right for your business. So definitely think about when you get that opportunity, when you start really feeling yourself getting stretched, that's probably the right time to bring somebody in, especially because when you get stretched, it's probably when you're making the most money as well. And that's when you feel like you're really profitable. It's not sustainable. And if you want to grow, that bubble's just going to burst if you don't reinforce it. So make sure you keep, get to those points and then employ. Don't feel like you have to, if it's just a small, tiny little business and it's just you and it's not a huge amount of profit or income, then you don't need to bring in a manager and an admin person. But if you get into that point, you need to identify when it's the right time to grow your business. Now, for me personally, I've managed to go from running I'm a sports coach, run a sports coaching business, and I had my own business at the start. 4 years ago, I set up my own business, and I would do all the admin and everything in within that. Now, as soon as you got to a point where people or schools or parents wanted like 2 or 3 sessions all at the exact same time, that was an obvious moment to me that I needed to bring in a new coach. But what isn't obvious is when do you let go of the admin? When do you let go of the finance? When do you let go of the invoicing and all that sort of stuff? So look out for that and make sure you make the right decision at the right time for your business. So next up is actually recruiting and bringing in new people into your business. How do you get new people? Now, it's not easy. So obviously there's a few different routes you can go down. The first one is by bringing people up through the business. So if you've already got someone on a more a less senior role, you might look at developing them, upskilling them and bringing them into a new senior position within the business. So that's one option. The next option is like an external hire. So, and you can look at 2 ways of that. It might be people who have been in your business and maybe they left because you didn't quite have to work for them a few years back, but you can reach out to them again. Other people that you've built up on your contact. A lot of the time, as a business owner, you'll go on different courses and you'll be upskilling yourself in whatever profession it is that you're in. And within that, you'll meet other people who might be suitable for these roles. As well as that, you've got online. Indeed is a massive opportunity for you where you can put a job advert out, make sure the job spec's good, and it gives people a good idea of what you're looking for. Put the salary on there as well. I think it's a huge point. You can get so far down the line and then realise that your idea of what you're willing to pay and what they're looking to earn, it doesn't match up and you waste a load of time. So thinking about how you do that. Now then as you recruit, it's all about recruiting the right people. So as you find good candidates, then that interview process. Now they are interviewing you as much as you're interviewing them. I think it's quite easy for an employer to think, you want the job, I'm easy. But actually, if it's a good candidate and they're going to 2 or 3 different companies, you need to make sure that they like what you're doing, you sell your vision, you sell the role to them, and it's sort of both ways. So thinking about how you're going to do that. So probably like a telephone screening, like a 5-minute call. That might be followed up by either a practical interview, if it's something that is quite practical, or maybe a sit down face-to-face interview. And then collecting references and following all your steps to make sure that you're getting the right people in your business. So that's a big one that you really need to focus on. Now you've got to that stage where you've identified you needed a new person, you've recruited, you've found someone who's perfect, you've sent the offer of employment over, the contract, they've signed it and they're coming into your team. Now you've got a pre-existing team. So you've got a team now already that are used to things being a certain way. Now what you need to be careful of is that as a new person comes into your business, it doesn't rock the boat too much or doesn't shake up your business too much. Yes, you want it to change, but you want it to change for the better. So Even like the whole way through the recruitment process, sitting down with your team, guys, who do we need to bring in? We're stretched at the moment. What do we need? So let them have a vision in it as well. And then if somebody is coming in and maybe they're taking responsibility off of somebody else or whatever, like really making sure that process goes smoothly. So when that new person comes through on the first day, really important that your team know exactly what their expectations are, what their new roles are, but also the new person coming in knows what the roles are as well. So that's a massively important thing. So people understanding what their roles are, because there's nothing worse than, you think it's your job, or you're fighting over the same job. So making sure that works. And then as well as that, actually like more, so you've got your formal side there, but then you've also got your less formal. If you can sort out like a little staff social, little drinks after work, something like that, just to get to know each other, because it's quite easy, again, to come into a new business, get all the formal stuff, and then never really get to know who it is you're working with. So like a little even if it's like a coffee break at lunch or whatever, just encourage everybody to get out of the office or to come in and do something and just not talk about work for half an hour and just get to know each other. I think it's a massively important thing that you need, because that team needs to grow. It can't just be like new people coming in and it's like the connections don't quite work. You need everyone gelling together to help you develop your business and grow in the right way. So they are my top tips on growing your business. You're looking at identifying when is the right time and think about that bubble burst, and don't, let yourself stretch but not too much. Second is then recruiting the right people and having a good process for that. And then thirdly, when they come into the business, making sure it goes well. So hopefully you've enjoyed today's video. If you have, hit the like button, hit subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.